A Innantis is a political and cultural organization that combines the knowledge and experience of independentism in Sardinia with the energy and motivation of young people. They work to develop stronger foundations for national consciousness in the island to obtain its independence. The JNC is made of young nationalists peacefully fighting to achieve freedom and equality in Catalonia, preserving its culture and language. We believe this to be possible through the right to self-determination. The aim of the relationship with JNC is to show how nations can help each other, demonstrating how independence does not close minds and borders, but rather opens dialogue, debate, and fraternity. We hope to show that young people can bring new dynamism to politics, proving that they can be key factors for the future of their people.
Hi, my name is Paula Moyano, I'm 24 years old and I'm from Barcelona. I've studied architecture and now I'm working on the real estate sector. I've been part from the GNC for the last 2 years because I really believe that we have to work hard to achieve the independence of Catalonia.
Hello, I'm Dani Bermejo from Barcelona. I'm 24 years old and I work as an IT consultant. Politically, I believe in Catalanism, in social democracy, and my main areas of interest are diversity and inclusion and digital strategy and innovation.
Hi, I'm Leia Barbera. I'm 22 years old. I'm economist. I'm also studying a degree in political sciences and a master's in taxation and working as accountant in a family office group. My political commitment is about reaching the future, the state and the political organizations that most of the Catalans want and are working for.
Hi, I'm Adrià Escribano, I'm 19 years old and I am currently studying a biochemistry degree at the University of Barcelona.
Hello, I'm Patricia. I'm a membership from Youth National Catalan political organization, as we said, Joventut Nacionalista de Catalunya.
Hello, my name is Arnau. I'm 25 and I just want independence of Catalonia for protect our own language and our culture.
Hi, my name is Maria. I'm 23 years old and I'm studying a double degree in business and math. I got politically involved when I realized how Catalans are just second-rate citizens in Spain and our personal culture, our identity was constantly under attack, so we had to do something. How did you become an independentist?
I've been pro-independence of Catalonia since I can remember. I was very young the first time that I went to a demonstration with my parents. My mother has always been an independentist and so do I. It's that we've never felt Spanish that easy.
I became independentist lots of years ago, when I started seeing that our language, the Catalan language, and our culture started being underestimated by the Spanish government and by the Spanish people.
I became independentist when I realized that Spain wasn't close to any negotiation, to any agreement with Catalonia. We tried for another fiscal organization, for the fiscal pact, but the only answer of the Spanish government was oppression.
I became to be pro-independence activist thanks to former Catalan President Artur Mas.
What does the Catalan independence mean to you?
To me, Catalan independence does not only make cultural sense, but also is the way of ensuring that we can take our own decisions and take this country wherever we want to without another party coming and telling us, no, you're not allowed to do this.
To me, Catalan independence means freedom, means having a prosperous country where we can make our own decisions without relying on the approval of a different government that is not looking after our own interests and who are not trying to protect us. So it just means freedom. It means being able to have the country that we really want, that it really represents us.
Freedom from Spain, from economic dependence, from a lot of different politicals that we can do it if we are apart from Spain, and also I think that if we are alone, if we are independentists, we can do it.
For me, Catalan independence means to have an opportunity of having a 21st century state and an opportunity of having our culture and our language preserved for lots and lots of years.
Have you ever experienced depression?
My experience from oppression was in the 1st of October from 2017 when the police from the state came to us to push and keep the votes and all the things.
Yes, I think that every independentist has experienced oppression at least one time in his life. With the 1st of October, the day of the independent referendum, we were not allowed to vote without fear and to decide freely the future of our nation. That's the perfect example of oppression.
In 2017, when all of our government had to go to jail or to exile in order for having done what people voted them for, the independence of Catalonia. I would also say that all of our Catalan culture and Catalan language has been oppressed since 1936.
Besides the 1st of October and all the police brutality that ensued after, I felt personally oppressed whenever the Spanish government tried to enact laws that tried to erase the Catalan language and force us to use Spanish in our day-to-day lives. When do you really feel part of the Catalan history and culture?
Having lived abroad, for me, one of the moments where I felt closer to Catalan culture was every time I met someone from Catalonia in Germany, and then we started speaking the same language and we had similar cultural roots. That's when you felt that you were part of the same nation.
Every day, but especially in our National Day.
I feel like I am a part of our culture whenever I get to enjoy music, cinema, theater, any kind of like performance in our own language, which is great because it's a minority language, but it's still very strong, it's still very active, so it's great to see that people are still creating in it.
In 2010, more or less on the month of July, when we go out to the streets to fight from our constitution, from Catalan constitution.
How do you live independentism at an international level?
Now the duty that we have is to sympathize, and that the other countries sympathize with our cause. I think that this is the only way of reaching the independence.
Our independence movement wasn't always this strong, so to me it's really heartwarming whenever I talk to friends from other countries and they are aware of what is happening here. To me it's been really important to know that we have the support of many people from across the world. So after the 1st of October, the coverage of what is happening here exploded, and now you go to any other part of the world and you realize that they know what is happening here, so it's an international story, and that I think is really empowering to us.
I try to explain everywhere I go and to everyone I know what is happening in Catalonia, that we had political prisoners, that our president Carles Puigdemont is living in exile because of the oppression of Spain. So I think that the most important thing that we can do is to explain everywhere what is happening and what do we want for our nation.
Do you think Catalonia could be a forerunner in European self-determination?
Not only Catalonia could be interested in this right, but also Scotland, Corsica, Sardinia, and lots of other, or Flanders, for instance. All the regions that have national culture could be granted with this right.
I believe every nation can collaborate and contribute to ensuring that the right of self-determination is respected. It doesn't matter if you are the most spoken nation at that time, or you are a nation that's starting to grow up and having more people being conscious about their national reality.
I think that Catalonia can be one of the forerunners of protection of rights, self-determination in Europe, but I think that the most fighters are Scotland and New Caledonia. They made a referendum, or they are going to do a referendum for being independentist.
I don't think that we are the forerunners, but everyone should allow any state to live and to organize politically the way that the citizens in that country want.
What do you think about Sardinia, and how can we run across as nations?
L'illa de Sardenya és un lloc fantàstic que he tingut l'oportunitat de visitar fa uns anys i crec que tant els catalans com els sards tenim el deure de protegir i de preservar una llengua que ens uneix, com és el cas del català, que també es parla a l'Alguer.
And about Sardinia, I think that Sardinia can do what it wants to do and can become what it wants to. Nations should have the right to decide their own future. Catalonia should have the right, as Sardinia should. And I wish you very, very, very good luck with your commitment and that you achieve whatever you want for your nation.
Personalment, fins fa poc no coneixia la realitat nacional de Sardenya, però una cosa que trobo molt positiva és com trobem lligams molt ràpidament i com podem empatitzar molt bé quan trobem gent que està en una situació similar i que té objectius comuns i semblants als nostres.
Crec que és superimportant que establim llaços, que tinguem connexió i que lluitem aquesta batalla per l'autodeterminació de forma conjunta perquè junts serem més forts.